Dear listener, we have a very crucial topic we're going to treat now. And that has to do with men with weak hearts. Men that have weak hearts. I know that there's no much videos that talks about this kind of thing. But if you see any video that talks about them, it is usually to mock them. It is usually to make them feel they are nothing. It is usually to show them that they are very weak people, that they are very useless people. In other words, they are always the people that other people who feel they are intelligent use them, and after using them, they dump them. And you hear this a lot from the mouth of a lot of relationship experts, or people who claim to be relationship experts. They are everyone online telling this. For instance, you see a man that is weak in heart in relationship with a girl who is, maltreating him or using him. At the end of the day, she dumps him and leaves him with all kinds of pain. The only advice they will do, instead of looking at to know who that man is, they will not look at it. They will start giving him very advices that actually by nature that young man cannot obey, and that is abandon her, just cut communication, no contact. Do not talk to her and just move on. Who told you? So in this video, we are going to look at characters that are difficult to change in men with weak hearts. And these characters I'm going to look at are 21 in number. So I will fragment this into groups of 7 videos to be able to communicate these things properly, so that we can be able to reach out to more people on these different social media platforms. And therefore, let's walk into it right away. Number 1, they have short emotional endurance limit, meaning these people cannot, when they are under emotional pain, they cannot endure it for a long time. That is true. Number 1, what do I mean? For instance, they lost something that is very crucial, like a wife, husband, loved one, or a girlfriend. All right, I'm talking about men now. These people may try to absorb the pain. It doesn't take long. They will start to talk. They will start to cry. They will try to, solve the problem. They will try to find solution to it. And that's why you see them texting, calling, doing everything, which is one thing that most relationship experts normally advise them not to do, because they believe that if these guys can be able to endure longer enough, endure the pain enough, they will be able to do something. That silence should be able to move the girl to return back to them. Anyway, it is working for them, but I'm trying to talk about the nature of these people, so that when we are talking to them, you know how to refine your advice and it will be beneficial to these human beings. Number 2, they are extremely loyal to the people they love so much. That is it. If you give these people something to keep, whether precious or not precious, whether even conversation, whatever you give to them, they keep it. They can respect you. They will do everything. If they love you, they will render their services purely to you with the whole of their heart. And anything you ask them to do, they will do it without fear or favor. They can defend and do everything for the person that they love with the whole of their being. And nobody will ever advise them or discourage them to go otherwise. These people are loyal to a fault, to somebody they are in love with or they like. That's why they can never and they will never betray anybody they are in love with. That's why you hardly see them cheat. They will never try it. If they are in love with a girl, she can go about doing whatever she wants to do, but they will never cheat on her. They are extremely loyal. Number 3, their love is always for one person, and it is totally extreme. That's why they don't give it anyhow. This is the reason why they hardly find it difficult to leave a relationship when there's breakup. Because they don't normally give love on time. They don't normally find lovers on time. They are not the kind of people who just run into relationship like love of faith by first sight. They are not into that. These people, their love grows gradually, and when they decide finally to love you, my dear, it is you. It's difficult for them to start looking at. They can have friends they try and play around with, but not when it comes to emotional feelings for somebody else. These people are extremely faithful, and that has to do with like what I talk about in point number 2. These guys, men like this, they are difficult to cheat. They don't do it. It's hard. Until if you see them start cheating, then that means that they're exposed to different information. They have been exposed to different influences in the society and everywhere that made them to begin to cheat gradually. And that is it. Now, number 4, they can feel and detect lies when someone they love tells you. That is true. Please, that's why I advise girls who are dating this kind of people. I'm talking about those people we call nice guys. Most of them have soft heart and weak hearts. My dear, anytime you lie, you are telling them a lie. Where you went, that is not where you went. My dear, they will know. They know, they feel it. They may not see the lie on your face, but they feel it. And they may not tell you that they know you are lying. Most times they won't tell you. So the very fact is that they know. Something talks to them and tell them that they know, that you are lying to them. that time that you claim you call, when you as a girl saw their call, you refused to pick the call, they know. Then you come before them to deny that you didn't know. In fact, this and that have you lied. Anything that makes you to lie, and it is to these people, they know. They have the impression, and it is clear to them, just that they will refuse not to investigate. They don't want to steer trouble. Now, that is one thing about men with people with weak heart. Now, number 5, sex is the last thing they look for in a relationship. And that is true. Why? The reason is this. They have a natural passion and respect for the body of the person that they love. They treasure everything there. They treasure it. The sight of such a person is enough happiness for them. And that is why even if the girl chooses to offer herself to them free of charge, and most girls who are randy girls, all these sexually active girls, they will feel that the guy is not romantic. He doesn't want to do something with them. The guy, no, it is his nature not to violate a lady. He doesn't just like, not that he doesn't want the sex. He fantasizes it. He thinks of how he can handle the girl, make her feel happy in bed. But when it comes to practical essence, and this girl is not his wife, this man will not do it. He will most difficultly submit himself to that. Even by any means, somehow it let her happen. You will realize this guy will go back and start sulking. He will start crying in the secret and looking for a way to make amends. He doesn't so much like, because he values the person, the human being before him as a person. That is one thing about them. So that is what you should know. These people, they may be good in watching pornography. It's all about because of this fantastic fantasizing and everything that they suffer a lot from. They also masturbate a lot. These people, they do that. And therefore, that is why you should understand them very much well and find a way to know how to treat these human beings. But they will never relate with you, get into relationship with you because they want to have sex with you. It's not possible. But if you check most of the relationship counselors and guys, they always tell more people who do not get something from the girl they are loving, especially in the form of sex or romance or whatever, from them. They will now be mentioning how the girl is being used by others who are busy using the girl while the guy is there protecting, valuing her body, this and that. My dear, you guys are very bad. It's very well. Number 7, it takes them a lot of time to overcome relationship breakup. Of course, we have given you, you should know the reason by now. Because they don't go into relationship on time. So they have every reason and value, the happiness, every joy they have in relationship, they give it to that one human being. And this is why when that person, that girl goes, how they can go about getting a new person looks like a very mountainous task they will have to do. And it's very difficult for them to embark upon. It's very difficult. They always see the joy, the happiness, the good moments they spend with that particular person than the bad things that they are passing through. That is why it is difficult for them to start. In fact, they have a lot of reasons why they should not start another relationship. That they will prefer to work this one and see if they can correct it. And that's why you see them being in pain for days simply because the girl they love has abandoned them. It's difficult for them to do that. Now, the last point, number 7, you see, their reverence for deities is selfless, deep, and most times is pure. These guys are clean human beings. If you see where they are worshiping God, if you see where they commit their heart to serve God, and God, they are not sinning, my dear, if the God they are worshiping, whether Satan or God or the devil or anything, my dear, you will see the full manifestation of the attributes of that God. And so this day you can see a first part of the behavior of people who have weak hearts. If you think they are weak, they allow them to submit their weaknesses to their deity. You will fear them. Alright, thank you for listening. Please share this video, let another person learn, and then let us learn to respect people with a weak heart so that we can know how to advise them, encourage them, and strengthen them, and get the best that is in them because they are very strong people who look weak. Thank you for listening.